around the 2, the 1 to the goal line to force that return. And then to pin those returners down inside the 20. But most of the returns have been out to the 25, the 26, around the 27-yard line. And that one's going to go back, and we're going to get a touchback. So New England's going to take over. Touchback, Jacoby Brissett takes the field, and behind offensive line number 1. Looks like David Andrews and company coming out. You see Jacoby there.
You want to rebound after a bad practice, so excited to see this first group in there.
For the tight end, he resets. Ramondre, the up back. Let's take a look at the offensive starting lineup brought to you by Gillette Labs Exfoliating Bar. Gillette's quick flip the pop.
Getting the ball out in space to Pop Douglas. That's an area where we saw him shine last year. Ball in his hand, his quick twitch. And
a good job by him, but, I think Pop Douglas, the guy, is a difference maker for them.
35. Jacoby off the reset. Ball hung just a little bit. He's trying to get the ball to Hooper a little bit.
Here, Michael Wayne on his right side starts to get a little pressure by him. I felt a little bit of that as he was going to make that throw and just kept it a little bit short down that sideline to Hooper as he stepped up in the pocket.
And I think that's 2 weeks in a row early in the game. We're talking about the offensive line, and Jacoby had more time than really anticipated on that throw. So just a little short on the throw and connection they hope to make. What a punt.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous punt.
And I'm sure we'll see Dietrich Wise maybe at some point, but not all the stars out here from New England's defense different than last week.
Kenny Pickett, quarterback with the gift. Former Pittsburgh Steeler, first-round pick. Let's take a look. It's coverage, Jeff.
That's man-to-man on the outside. Single high safety. Taking a look at the second-year guy, Christian Gonzalez, coming to his team last year to open the season.
There's John Ross getting behind Christian Gonzalez. No A.J. Brown, no Devontae Smith there tonight for the Eagles. Pickett. Quick throw. There's a stick.
Josh Bledsoe, who didn't get any playing time last week, did about being good on third down. And it looks like this pressure, it gets there. It's not all about the sacks. It's about being uncomfortable. And Josh Uche coming off the edge. And you expect to see that without all of these Philadelphia starters in there. You want to see this defense go out there and dominate.
So Jacoby Brissett, the offense, will get a pretty good starting field position here about midfield.
We're starting with Jalen Reagor. Last week we had David Wallace who got us excited. Here goes Reagor.
All right, it's a 49-yard kick by Philadelphia. Nice return by Reagor on that right side. Jalen Reagor trying to make a name for himself.
So that receiver spot, who's going to separate and say, you know what, for Jacoby, I can be your guy to go to in critical situations.
Of course, Tyquan Thornton at the top of your screen. A lot of eyes on the former number 2 pick.
And you can see New England, we talked about it, they want to run the ball. And they start off here, 2 tight end set, run the ball with Ramon.
That first little slip screen, it was late to get out on that zone run off right tackle there. Great play fake by Jacoby. Good flip to Hooper, the tight end. That's a nice job by Brissett. Square to shoulders, deep play fake. This is class. Counter, fake left side. There's that open hand.
So what did he call that?
It's like that Bon Jovi jamming with the guitar. Alex Van Pelt was talking about that today in our production meetings.
He's all about the guitar fake.
He said he got nervous, not knowing the date of the concert back in 1984.
Scott, I don't want to make you feel old, but me and Dad, we weren't alive in 1984, so we're not sure the date of the concert either.
Try lane and go.
And look at this offensive line. We're talking about it so much, but watch the left side of this line right here as they're moving people as Stevens is. Look at this right there. David Andrews, City Song. We're talking right in the middle, and they're running behind him.
What do they call that right
like
there? That block? Was that a pancake? I would be very interested to see some of these younger receivers. Do we see them a little earlier than we saw last week?
third down.
Not just with the pass rush, but having guys out there when Jonathan Jones is out there, Marcus Jones is out there. Those guys are going to have to cover and do a good job in the secondary as this front develops and who's going to be their pass rusher, how the stunts and games.
To see a little bit of the depth from this Patriots secondary. Alex Austin starting in at their corner. The two safeties, Duggan and Peppers, aren't out there. Getting a chance to see Hawkins, Schooler, and Bledsoe.
Fourth and fifth corner, and they talked about it today, the coaching staff. They want to see these guys come out and compete.
Another quick throw by Pickett there. And let's bring in Paul Perillo. Paul in the corners. As you see this playing out, you kind of know who your first, your second are. We know Jonathan Jones. We know Marcus.
He's a guy that's been out there a little bit too. Marco Wilson, you guys mentioned, so there's a lot of competition for those depth spots.
Pickett really trying to force that wheel route to that left side. Really good coverage. Hawkins over the top.
Tavon always appreciates a safety over top to provide some help.
Forces a fourth down, and Jake Elliott will attempt a 42-yard field goal here. And it's right.
No returns in the Super Bowl, so if you want to complain and just trying to get more returns of Jalen Reagor's getting his shot after the punt return to make something happen and get on through there and get the ball pass up to about the 36-yard line on the return, making a few moves and making.
Where's that? He might pop that right side. All right, first and 10 at the 36.
We've gotten a heavy dosage of Ramondre Stevenson so far and a lot of runs to that right side. And it was real.
Looks like Jalen Polk is in the game, top of the screen. He's going to him. You know, Polk at the University of Washington, vertical run
against me and be able to stack me. And Ringo, 22 for the Eagles, does a really good job there.
Another third down. Jacoby gets the pressure. Sort of forces it to Pop Douglas there. Ball's
Get the ground right there. But those are the plays I got to imagine Van Pelt doesn't want to see from his veteran, Jacoby.
Another good punt here by Barrington. Into the end zone. Well, keep an eye on that sideline. See,
We're still in good shape. Let's do what the offense calls for you to do.
I wouldn't be shocked if they give another series to not end sort of on sort of moving like disarray there.
Showing versatility. You don't usually see him on the edge.
What do we say? We see number 50, Raekwon McMillan, lined up. He meets the running back right there.
Defense is always talked about. If you're a linebacker, the tight end cannot block you, and that's exactly what
Good secure pickup on that right side, sets up
On the sideline?
What are you trying to say? I'm bad in the booth? I like my seat right here. Coming in there and adding in, so maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be blitzing, sending 6 guys, sending 5 guys, and putting the pressure on the defense that way. And something we didn't see last week, one of the most explosive players on New England, Pop Douglas, back deep to take over some of this punt returning. But last week, they had a lot of different guys punt return, so they're trying to see who has the versatility that can add to this team on special teams.
Careful.